around. You know, it takes its time. But the shack outside the games. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
Hello, this is Harley. I'm out hunting Harleys.
Todd is at the home shop. I travel the country, 9,000 miles per month per run, 15 bikes per run. And I get to see the people face to face, look over the bikes. I get to make sure that the right bikes are in the right condition, they're for the right price. Basically get them back safely to California, either to be sold, kept, worked on. Try not to get shot, killed, chased, robbed on the way back. Yeah, each person I meet on the road is unique in their own way. So you get to form these bonds with people as I'm out on the road. You know, people I still stay in contact with to this day.
My husband's 50th birthday, yes, he wanted a Harley the worst way, and so I withdrew a little bit of money out of my profit sharing and had a friend of mine buy it for me. I didn't know anything about motorcycles anyhow. The friend owned a bar and my husband and I went out for his 50th birthday, and they had a party set up when we got back into town, and this was in the bar with a big red bow on it. My husband walked in there and he saw that, and he was a smoker and he was trying to reach for cigarettes, and his hand was shaking so bad he couldn't get the cigarettes out of his pocket. Anyhow,
great.
he was just thrilled to death. So then that was his 50th birthday, so he had to top me one. So my 50th birthday, he bought me that.
Wow.
My name is Todd, and I've been playing with antique motorcycles for 30 years now. I've sold them all over the world, I've known all over the world. Most people don't know my last name, so they just know me as Todd, the Harley guy. So I hunt Harleys. I man the base, I locate the bikes, I make the deals, I make it all happen. I'm the oil in the machinery. No oil, everything grinds to a halt. The driver will make or break the deal. I can line it up all I want on the phone, but if the guy says the wrong word in the field, it's over with. It's done, they don't want to sell it to us, they hate us, don't call us again. If he says the right word, not only will they sell us the bike, they'll get their friends on the phone and we'll buy all their bikes. And they'll call us back 2 years from now, hey, we got another bike for you. The 1940 police bike. I'm thinking in my head I want to buy an original paint knucklehead, and Harley's traveling north to buy a 77 lowrider that had already made the deal on it. So I'm thinking, who's got one I want to buy that we can get? And more importantly, I want it documented, I want an original owner, I want to know it's a real bike, not just a bike. And I remembered a buddy of mine, Jerry Chan, I bought one years ago and offered me. And so I'm replaying, ancient history in my head and I'm trying to figure this out. And I called Jerry up and says, hey, this is Tom. Hey, what's going on? Knucklehead, where'd it go? So he says, I'll call you back. Calls me the next day. Frank Mason's got it. Gives me the number. Frank, yeah. Knucklehead's for sale. Yeah, I'm buying it. Oh, bring money. So he was 15 minutes away. I did north. I'm thinking, I guess it's meant to be. How often do you get a chance to buy a bike that you screwed up on 15 years earlier and couldn't buy? And there it is waiting for you. When you just, I think I'll buy one today. And that's what happened. We slid right in, boom. Other people were rushing to come and get it. We got it.
So he was a King County sheriff, and in Seattle, of course, was a lot smaller then, and this whole neighborhood, him and this other guy were basically the cops.
Yeah.
And they rode their matching 40 knuckleheads around and jazzed them all up, pimped them all out with all the lights they could get, and were just real bad guys and go to all the cafes and just be tough guys. And one of the things he did was he actually stuck his hand down a barking dog's throat and tore out his tongue and everything else that came out with it. Killed the dog right in front of all these people. And so he had a real reputation for being a tough guy,
I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen or heard of another pre-war knucklehead police bike. We have the complete documented history down to the original title. You know, the guys in the paper, here's the war wounds through the ages, everything. Photo book, the whole 9 yards. It's incredible when you're dealing with really cool old stuff. You can have the history of where it was and who owned it. That really makes the machine.
So when we're buying the bikes, we're out meeting these people. You know, they all have the lifestyle, the culture, you know, that bonds everybody that is a Harley owner. But with each bike, there's a unique story. You know, everyone has their bond with their bike, and that's what we're trying to record with the show. The show's about the story, not just the cool bike, but the story, the emotion behind each one of the bikes.
It's my husband's bike, and he was known as Frogman Fred when he went to Sturgis, and I'm Turtle, and that's why that's on there. He probably went to Sturgis like 5 or 6 times.
And
with his buddies. I was never with him.
yeah.
It was a guy thing.
Just don't want it anymore. Reminds me of the XY.
I think that's the best reason I've ever heard to sell a bike.
I've had it 13 years. My Yamaha went to heck. I said I'm gonna get a Harley. What? I met her a year later. So,
Oh, that's cool.
and that I took that out there because I was trying to impress her and everything.
Hey, that's what they work. That's the best. That's the best pickup line is, hey, want to ride? Right?
The bike is like a timeline of period of their life that they shared. You know, going on trips, doing like a woman, a guy sold a bike that him and his wife shared their first date on, 30 years ago. So those kind of small little stories behind each bike, getting rid of that bike is almost like turning the page of a chapter and moving on to the next one.
I said way back there in '82 that this will be the same bike that I used to give my grandkids rides on that I have.
He passed away in November of this year.
Okay.
He had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to have his friend help me.
Aww.
So I'm really, really glad that Todd is going to treasure the bike.
As we go out and find bikes, the right bikes we'll keep and we'll upgrade. Some of them find a little home and we park right next, and the other ones it's like, oh, okay, let's find that nice lover and send it down the road. As we expand the collection, we'll, if we get really lucky, we'll have one of each year model in the collection. That would be the ultimate goal.
The people, the bikes, the experiences, the traveling, the beauty behind the old classic Harley Davidson, and the beauty behind the stories. That's what the show is.
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I give my love and